All right, YouTube, www.jnlyoutube.com. All right, we're going to wait for Kelly. Hi, everybody. It's Jennifer Nicole Lee. So excited to see you. Welcome to the JNL show. I'm just going to call it the JNL show, where I have candid conversations with amazing women in the VIP tribe worldwide. We're not going to stop. We're going to get stronger. We're going to come out tougher, even more wonderful, more fabulous, not frazzled, from this amazing time where we can really connect with our higher self, with God, and to share our light with others. Okay. So I'm waiting for beautiful Kelly to jump on. And I really love her energy. I had the opportunity to meet her at Strong Camp last September in the fall in Tampa, and we really connected. And here she is. Hi there, Kelly.
Hi.
How are you? Let me hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Great. Wonderful. Okay, I was just bragging about you.
Oh.
I want to just say thank you to everyone that is tuning in. I know we aimed for Facebook, but here we are on YouTube. The universe works that way. But I am just grateful to have this opportunity to share the light that you have been pouring into our group in the short past 2 weeks. I know you, but for those that don't know you, give us, your bio. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly Kubiak. I live in Tampa, Florida. Well, Clearwater Beach, technically. I'm 50 years old, and I'm a single mother of a beautiful 13-year-old boy. And I love what I do. I help women with hair loss is my main purpose. Hairdresser by trade, but I fell into the hair loss industry by chance. I used to own a vitamin store. And so from, I think, my health background, I got into helping people with hair loss. But I've been doing that for almost 20 years now, certified in 24 different methods.
Wow.
But last year I was able to learn something from New York called the Invisiblend, and no one in the area does it. And so it's just one of those things where someone's suffering hair loss, alopecia, thyroid cancer, Hashimoto, which all ties into fitness, because the first thing that someone asks me is, why is my hair falling out? And so when Jennifer goes into all these things, it literally struck me because I get away from all that vitamin store background I had. You just do daily life, you forget about how to take care of yourself. And it's like, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have, how smart you are, how much money you have. You need someone to be your cheerleader or be your, hey, this is what you do, or hey, remind yourself. And so for me, being a hairdresser and helping so many with hair loss, I put myself on the back burner.
Yes.
And I just am so engrossed in, I've got to help this lady because she just suffered cancer. So I'm such a nurturer by trade.
Give me chills.
I just stopped taking care of me. And I met Jennifer. I was so lucky to meet her at a Strong Camp that last year in November. I knew that I needed something to push me to the next level just for me and take care of me, being a mom and doing something health-wise. And so I met Teresa and Jennifer, and we just had a blast. And I literally 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, she popped on my feed because we're friends on Facebook, and she started talking about all this stuff, and I literally ran and got a notebook and I started taking notes. I told her
sorry to chime in, but that was our live question and answer. That was March the 18th.
March the 18th.
And here we are. You signed up right away that day, and here we are. You said your jeans are fitting looser.
My jeans are fitting less. There's like not my inches are, a little bit less, not as much as I would like, but taking the notes and a lot of things you said resonated with me personally. And for whatever reason, I felt like, oh my God, she's talking to me. And so I went on and checked out and as you know, my boyfriend's a retired bodybuilder of 30 years. He's pretty infamous, but I think he's famous. He was on 86 covers of magazines. So I had a choice to pick many fitness people to do online quarantine. And Jennifer, by far, your attitude, your everything, it just really struck me to the core, because we have choices. And I just was like, I just meeting you and seeing how you are with your following your clients, I was like, God, I want in there. I want that empowerment. I need that. And I see the interaction, and it's just, it literally, when you say jolt, it's been jolting me. I'm like, I feel like I'm not, and this is from someone that doesn't even, I knew you from a while ago. And so I feel like I met you for a reason last year, and I'm just so blessed and so grateful.
Wow.
And I'm like excited to even be on here today talking to everybody.
I am grateful for you. You hit so many golden nuggets, and I want to say thank you. I believe that you send out a vibration, and that was March the 18th, when kind of around the 11th, the energy started changing about, oh, this is, I don't want to mention the C word, but this is like getting to be a really crazy ordeal. And then the 18th, when we had that live question and answer, is like where we needed to really put on our strong mental caps, work on the program for ourselves. And I love that you ran and got notes. You took notes, you became enlightened, and you were like, yes, we're going to stay strong through this. We're going to make it. We're going to be strong for our children, for our business, for ourselves, and take care of ourselves. So I want to say thank you. And this is just the beginning. We just stretched the surface. I know so many miracles are in the works. I always say, April showers bring May's flowers, and you can't have rainbows without the rain. So this is a great time for us to really plant those seeds and let the rains now just nurture them. And before you know it, and everything kind of, by the grace of God, gets back to normal, but even a better normal, because this is a time to really strengthen ourselves. We're going to come out even better. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your light with our VIP sisters.
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you for the great sponsored $100 giveaway to one lucky viewer.
Yes.
And I'm watching the notes here in the chat, which we
got Olaplex number 7, which is a great oil for nurturing the hair. So we all need to nurture while we're at home.
Yes.
And then I got the Scalp Wellness. This is really good for scalp healing, and the shampoo and the conditioner for the scalp wellness. So one lucky winner, definitely. Those are some good products to treat yourself at home.
Hold on. I need a little bit of I need, girl, I'm all about big hair. I was raised in the 80s. I'm like big hair. The bigger, the better. But I have a secret. I was damaging my hair, and my hair started falling out. And I said, no more. I want to start doing all the holistic things I could do, the oils and all that stuff. And I have a big bin. Since we're talking about hair, I have a big bin of hair, girl. Okay. So we don't want to be wearing this. We want to be wearing our real hair.
So I want to let everybody know that's watching. So here's my hair. See how short, this is my real hair.
Wow.
Normally I always have big hair. When you met me, I have a lot. Usually I wear about 22 inches.
Beautiful.
So to me right now, this is bald, but I took my hair out and I took my nails off just to be safe. And,
yes.
if I'm out to the store, washing all that hair every day and clean.
Yes.
So, and I'm trying to tell my clients to take care of their hair at home. And if they have to take their hair out, we will see you later. So normally when everyone's looking at me, this is my quarantine hair. So it's,
I love it. You're fabulous. You are fabulous.
I have no hair in there,
girl. And I love that you're really playing by the safety rules. I see a lot of people there keeping their salons open and all of that. So I really salute you for doing the right thing and for giving back with this giveaway. And let's jump into our questions. We got some really good questions here.
Yes.
Lovely bio. Everyone got to meet you a little bit more. Let's dig deeper. What qualities do you feel that you find about a woman that makes her strong? And what would you say that you've learned in our VIP online coaching program so far that has made you stronger, better, and want to kick butt more in all areas of your life?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the first thing I see in all the strong women is their tenacity.
Yes.
And their drive. And that's what inspires me, because there are days where I just am like, I don't want to do it. And I get lazy. And I'll work 14-hour days, but nothing for myself. So the drive and the tenacity and the camaraderie, really just, and that's it. The drive, it's just so empowering. If I see someone that has it and they don't cry over it and they get it done, and I want to be like that, and still all with a smile doing it. with happiness. You're such a joy. You make such fun. I mean, even yesterday on the lot, and you said, put the microphone by your butt and go, what are my glutes saying? I was dying. And I was mad at the ab part, because I was like, oh my gosh. But it's like, it's the drive. I need the harshness, but I need the softness at the same time.
Yes,
so
there's a fine balance. And I love that you said that. I love to make everyone laugh, but I love to push them in challenging ways. So absolutely. And I say that women right now, we're going to see who's going to come out of this on top. You know, it's tough. This is, we're going to make it as fun as we can. So I like that you say camaraderie. The culture that I love to create online with our tribe is not competition, but completion. We learn from each other. That's why I'm always urging everyone to share, because you're going to see something that's going to inspire you, and it feeds your fitness passion. And that's the interaction, the buzz, the vibration, the jolts, when we all get jolted together. Sometimes I'll see a post and then I'll get jolted. I'll get jolted when I see, that you use the water jugs when you first started working out, or soup cans, and just never giving up. And if you want it that bad, you'll find a way.
Right.
With a smile too, right?
Yes. Eddie gave me some weights now.
Good.
He saw me. He's like, here, you can have these. I have some questions for you.
Okay, yeah.
So this one is, what is your inspiration for your VIP group and to keep us all motivated and never giving up?
I love it. I think right now, more than ever, we need a serious dose of motivation, inspiration. The news can really do something to your psyche, and it can be scary for your wellness. And if you look at the trickle down effect, that could affect our kids, our house, our loved ones. And even when we come out of the quarantine, it can still have those long lasting effects, post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever you want to call it, So right now, it is more important than ever to stay engaged, work on your goals. I love to always ask God, grant me the wisdom to know what I can control, and also the self-discipline to know what I can't control, and to do what I can, and to work on myself. And more importantly, to evoke that same energy out of our women in our group. We have beautiful women all over this world, and some are getting it more affected than others in different areas. But at the end of the day, it's how we come together. We flip it. We talked about that yesterday in the Jolt, how you flip the situation. So right now, look at this as a staycation. I don't want to say quarantine or lockdown. It sounds like so horrible. This is a staycation. We're going to work on ourselves. We're going to have more time to work out, more time to create healthy meals. By the way, I saw your healthy meal and I loved it. You're like, I'm getting creative in the kitchen.
Yes.
And I saw hot sauce. You had me at hot sauce. I was like, woo. Yay. I know Brooke Gillespie Trout is watching. She's a hot sauce fan too. Also,
hi, Brooke.
Yes. And Antonella in Zurich. And we got Lula. So I believe keeping it light and fun. And really, it's good to keep in the know, but when you watch too much of the negative news, it's not good. So making sure everyone does their workouts 4 to 6 times a week. We de-stress, we do our beauty treatments, and you're in the glamour industry. So from one glam queen to the other, I'm like, I'm still putting on my hair and makeup during this staycation. And to enjoy having fun and keeping the spirit alive. And that is so important.
I did a spray tan today.
Ooh, and I can tell you look fabulous.
I did a little tan. I was like, let me do my little spray tan, because I have a spray tan machine. And I was like, so it does, you're right. It does.
It does. It does. And by the way, I believe Rita want to put a comment. I think she's in the Tampa area too.
Oh,
you're in Tampa, right? We have a VIP sister.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So you guys are neighbors. Maybe after the staycation, you guys can connect and have a little VIP lunch. Yes. And maybe I'll come up and surprise. And maybe we'll get Lula too. And we'll just have a big party.
We'll do a nice little spa day at my salon.
Oh, spa day at your salon.
I'll pamper you girls.
Count me in. That sounds good. We'll do a little workout, a little spa. It'll be a great VIP day. I love it. We'll do a mega event, a 1-day mega event.
Oh my gosh.
Which would be awesome. Good. All right, so I know you're a boss lady. You're the CEO of Super Star Hair Extensions. By the way, a lot of people would say, oh, that's all about vanity. It's all about that. But I love your story. You're like, no, I'm helping women with bouncing back after cancer, that lost their hair, with skin diseases that make their hair fall out, or the stress. So I applaud you. You're making a difference. And when a woman looks good, she feels better naturally. So, and thank you for the giveaway too. What tips can you give other CEO business women and entrepreneurs to believe in their dreams and to never give up, especially now?
Especially now, that is so important because
Mhm.
I obviously have not been able to work behind the chair. We were closed. And then that leaves all of my artists, fellow artists. And I just hired a stylist the day that we closed the salon. And I felt so bad because not only was I for myself, but I was employing someone underneath me to employ her. So
Oh,
I literally just went home and sat down and thought about what can I do online to
yes.
sell. So I immediately contacted a couple
Empowering
people
question. Boom.
and
What
I
can I still do?
yeah, and
Mhm.
what can I do? And I went to a company because I sell wigs, toppers, and pieces, and I
Yes.
started to work with someone to sell their hair. And I'm creating right now a website to sell
Hmm.
clip-ins,
Wow.
toppers, wigs, pieces. Because most of my clients are, when their hair falls and they're already
Mhm.
dealing with hair loss. We're not
Yes.
talking about the vanity girls. My
Yeah.
hair loss clients, I worry the most because vanity, they can FaceTime me and I can show them how to take the pieces out. But when
Right.
someone's got hair loss, there's 71 types of alopecia,
Wow.
just in that alone. And so if someone's wearing, say, the Invisablend, which is a
Hmm.
webbing that you can
Hmm.
pull their hair through and it's breathable and they can get injections to help their hair grow back, or they're
Wow.
possibly doing PRP.
Yes.
So I have so many different levels of hair loss clients. And
You're
so I
like
worry
the
of,
hair loss guru over here.
it's crazy, but there's so many,
Amazing.
but I worry
I'm learning so much.
when they lose their hair, then I thought, how can I help them online? So I immediately started doing little blurbs, classes, kind of gearing towards them. And so dealing with your own business, you have to sit down and say, okay, whatever it is you're doing, to
Yes.
to to take your education in your heart and say, how can I do this
Yep.
but not touch people? Because
Right.
obviously you're in that.
Right.
So whatever I would say, to just horn in on your own strengths,
Hmm.
whatever your passion is, then go online or go reach out to your friends or whoever's maybe feeling down, and reach
Yes.
out and just try to take that business and think of other ways that you can make money. But if it's a dream that you have
Hmm.
and you're passionate about it, the people will come because people see your passion, that you cannot lie about your passion.
Absolutely. You said
So
that. People can see right through that, whether you're excited to be there or not. Hmm.
totally. I feel like any boss babe I know that I surround myself with, I see the passion first, and then they
Yes.
worry about the money later. And I teach extensions too. And now I'm also teaching extensions online right now, since because I'm not behind the chair. And one of my students said the other day, well, how do I get across my passion online? And
Hmm.
I just told her, speak from the heart about what
Yes.
you're in love with, and it comes to the person. You don't have to sell it. Don't worry about how much money you're going to make. It will come.
Absolutely. I love that because when people chase money, it runs away. But if you put your passion first, you're going to have such a magnetic charge that people are going to say, I want in. I want to do what she's doing. I want to know why is she so happy? And then the money will come. And I think that's so important. People pick up on that. And I want to just add something. You touched upon customer service. How can I go above and beyond to really help a woman that's in despair? I see the passion and I love the empowering question. Always ask yourself empowering questions. What can I do now? What can I still do to get my message across? So fabulous. And I like also that you said you just created a website. You also do back end website development too.
I'm actually creating it on my own with
Wow.
one of the one of the company owners from New York City, and he's been so sweet. I was up last night uploading pictures, getting it ready to go
Good for
live.
you.
Hopefully we're going to go live on Monday, and just a lot of my clients, yay, whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Um,
Ringing the bell.
I'm like, they need clip-ins, or like the hair pieces that you have, something to get them by, and then,
The
like I
show
said,
goes on, guys. We have to keep pushing. We're going to keep this
yeah.
dream alive. And I
I-
think that's what it says, passion and never giving up. So brilliant, brilliant points. Anything you want to add to that before we wrap that question up?
well, it's for goals for someone that wants
Yeah.
to get into their business. I would say now is the time, because when I saw you doing your online, I was always
Mhm.
intrigued, like, how does that even work?
Right.
And then I would say now, I think more than ever, people have the time to sit down and take the time for their passion and do stuff online. Like, I never
Yes.
thought I would sell hair extensions online until this happened. And so I think if you have a passion, the online business, like Amazon is so big. I even started doing Amazon Prime, and I was like, I'm never
Good.
going to do Amazon Prime. But
Good.
I feel
Right.
like if we're all in this together, this is a way to help each other, make the money go round, and online things with your passion equals business equals you can do it. Just stay strong
Yes.
within yourself and get coaches like you that push people like us to
Gosh.
keep going, because it is on a daily. It's tough. It really
Yeah.
is, depending
Yeah.
on where you're at and what city you're in,
But we're
and
tougher. Okay.
yeah.
We're tougher. I just want to drop that bomb, that JNL bomb on everybody, because I look back in my life and everyone watching right now, just really remember, we even did this in our online coaching. It was before you became a member. Said, remember the darkest, deepest, hardest times of your life. What did you do then to get by? And it was painful to have people kind of go back into those
Yeah.
memories. What did you go through? What pain did you experience? How did you get yourself up? How did you pull yourself up by your stilettos, your bootstraps? I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
How did you get through that? Okay, well, we need to apply exactly what you did to this situation. And the really kind of cool thing is, sadly enough, I don't want to say cool, but it's interesting to see, because this personal crisis is not just yours, it's the whole world's. So I felt so alone during my own darkest and deepest, hardest times. But now it's like, together as a human race, we're binding together. And by the way, we got Antonella and Zirk, we got Brooke in Las Vegas, we got Lula who wants
Hi.
to do a collaboration. I'm reading the comments here on YouTube.
Oh.
She does eyelashes, so you guys can really get together. And she's actually
Oh.
Rita's little sister. So we're just vibing here. I know
Yes.
when we come out of staycation, we're going to be so just cute and together and collaborating and making new residual ways to increase our financial freedom. And I'm really excited about that. So that's where my focus is. And I can talk a lot. So I'm going to let you ask me a question. Let me
All
just
right.
throw in the towel because I won't
Yes.
stop.
This is a good one. I wanted to know, what do you feel makes your VIP program better than all the rest?
First of all, the women. It's not even me as a coach. You know, I come last. It's the women that are naturally attracted to the energy that we pump out. And again, we are all different, but we're warriors. I feel like the VIP woman is the woman who never gives up. She has that strong backbone, the intestinal fortitude. She's a woman of faith. She's been to hell and back a couple times to earn her stripes. And that's what I love about our group. There's our group. There's no little like, pom pom, little light in the slipper kind of women that are in our group that don't really offer anything. Like, we have soldiers. We have the strongest women that have a whole string of accolades, best-selling authors, Chinese medicine, acupuncturists, business owners, luxury real estate, doctors. I mean, we have some of the most amazing women, and it's not even about numbers. It's about, I rather have quality than quantity, because I did those big groups before and you don't even know who's who. So I believe the intimacy, our sisterhood, the culture, of course, the workouts are so much fun. I actually look forward to them. I fiend for them. Like, as soon as one is over, I'm like, when is my next workout? Let me look at the calendar. I love connecting online. And I like what you said before. You can tell when someone doesn't want to do their job and they're just there for a paycheck. Like, I do this because I love to do it, not to pay the light bills. I do it because I feel like it's my God's given duty to help women free themselves from sometimes that self-inflicted negative talk, doubt, confusion, lethargic, making excuses, putting themselves on their back burner, like you said. And it happens a lot. We don't put ourselves on our to-do list. So I'm here as that tough love coach to say, put yourself on that to-do list, pay yourself first, meaning get your workout in. Also the nutrition. I love how we approach nutrition. We have flexitarians, we have carnivores, vegetarians, keto, all types. But I just say, look, keep it lean, clean, and green. No one is really counting calories or macros or getting crazy, but it's more of a fun of approach. And I also love the power coaching. The mental toughness, I believe, in our group coaching is what really cuts it above the rest, because I love motivation and inspiration, but to wrap this point up, it's really strategy. And I think Antonella, who's watching in Zurich, she was like, Jennifer, you are the fitness whisperer. Some things you say like stay in my psyche, in the back of my brain. And when I'm doing something, that'll come out.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, yes, you can do that, or never give up, or tell them to kiss my abs, or flush the cosmic commode. And I think that's the power of our group, that I'm, by the grace of God, still have air in my lungs and intestinal fortitude to be strong for these beautiful women that need that cheerleader. But us collectively is what makes it so powerful. And I love that it's on social media. I love that you can just go to Facebook, and we turn Facebook into a fat crushing party online, and you're making something positive out of social media. And thank God for social media, so we can connect. What would I be doing right now? Watching horrible news or being down and depressed? I'm just grateful that we can connect and still continue these lines of communication. So to wrap that all up, all those points, and thank you for asking that. And we're just blowing up YouTube here. So I'm really excited. We have Sally, by the way, as well.
I like the point you said, quality versus quantity. That's exactly how I run my business. You know, I'm out on Google, and so I don't interview clients. I just have a consultation, and it's very thorough.
Right.
And so I really try to just narrow it down. Does this person really truly need my help? Right. And so I'm really gearing more towards hair loss. That's where my hair business is going. So I do the same thing. And I think that's what resonated when I saw you. I could tell your quality and not quantity. And that's where you have choices. And I felt that from you. I'm very lucky I stumbled upon it. And I'm so lucky I met you last year.
I'm the lucky one. I think we're all lucky, but thank you. I receive those kind comments. Thank you, God. I feel like it's a gift from God when you say beautiful things like that, because they're authentic and they're true. And I feel like the truth always comes out. Time will always tell. And with social media, things are so transparent. You can see when someone's putting up a front, but I just love that we have real women here and we connect on that. We're like cut from the same cloth, that it's about, the quality of people. I like to say this, Hitler had like millions of believers and followers, and then Jesus only had like 12. I'm not comparing myself to him, but it is about the quality of the people. You don't need that one bad apple that can really taint the bunch. So we have a beautiful tribe of women. And I have to say something. Not many people know this, but I have a lot of women that come and they want to join. And I'm like, I kind of really now profile them. And if I don't feel like they're a good fit, kind of like what you're saying. I mean, sometimes that $25 a month for me can be very expensive if I let them in and they're there for the wrong reasons and they're meddling about and they're trying to, and so it's a very expensive thing. You got to really say, is it worth this? Is she worth that? So I really love that we have a high worth group of women here. All right. I'm going to now go and ask you another question here. This is really cool. Your husband had a neck surgery, and my husband also had 2 neck surgeries. And when I met you at the Strong Camp in Tampa in last fall, I saw that he had a neck brace, and I was like, no way. My husband had a neck brace too. He was living in one for actually almost a year and a half, which was very, very challenging. I had to take care of him. I actually had to really kind of be by his side for a while there. And it was such a painful thing to see someone you love so much go through so much suffering. And I know that is how you felt. So that's something we also have something similar. What kept you going through those tough times? What kept you being his cheerleader and having the strength to help him just do a maneuver? Because when you have your neck surgery, it's almost like you have to almost learn how to walk again. They don't tell you that until afterwards. I'm like, really? And just, I'm feeling all those feelings again of uncertainty and being scared. What kept you going to be strong for him as he was healing? And he was a bodybuilder. And I know it was a freak accident where he just tripped and fell off of something in a gym, right?
Yeah, well, because he's big on social media and the rumors were going around. He fell over a dog, actually, that was at a gym.
So sad.
And it wasn't a seeing eye dog, so that we wanted to put that out there. But he's had 5 surgeries since the fall. That? Yes. Yeah.
Life can just change like this.
Yeah, he's had 2 neck surgeries, a shoulder where he fell, and then his hip. And when he fell, he stress cracked all of his teeth. So he had to go in and one of his crowns fell off out in the gym, and the medic picked it up and gave it to him and said, I think this is your tooth. So that, but that the teeth was the last surgery.
Oh my
Obviously
God.
there was it was a life or death. There was his spine.
Oh,
And so because
can I say something real quick?
yeah,
See, the virus is such almost a thing from the devil, because it's taken all of our focus. Guys, watch out for the dogs underneath your feet. Watch out for everyday things. Get your focus back where you
yes.
need it to be, because God forbid something happens to you where you're rushing or something, you don't see it. And that's a metaphor, and you have to then go to the hospital. My heart bleeds for you. And so that was his last surgery. I'm going to put the ball back in your court to finish up. I just want to make that very important point.
That's important. He was, and just to let you know, because he's over 50. We were getting ready to travel to the UK. He was going to do the over 50 Masters Championship, and he had already had his blood work cleared and everything. And I was ripped and shredded, and we were both in shape, and we were going to go to the UK for him to do this bodybuilding show and come out of retirement, because he had been on 86 covers. He would kill me if he knew. No, 86 or 87 covers of Muscle and Fitness magazine back in the day.
I know, but back in the days when all those big magazines were big, and all of the bodybuilder magazines, that was the best era, by the way.
That was the best era. So I think mentally I had to not only be his cheerleader, because of course I love him, but his son, his mother sitting in the waiting room. My son went to his father's. And so, just, I pulled my strength from, I think, all of life. And I had his 85-year-old mom's crying. His 17-year-old then, or 16-year-old then son was crying. And I just had to say, look, I'm here for them. And I had to put myself aside. And then I just put my big girl pants on, and I helped him. And so 18 months later, he
that was his career.
He can never ever do what he did again. And I was sharing, and I'll share with the group because everybody's watching. I told Jennifer, he was watching me do a workout the other day, and being of his stature, he's like, oh my gosh, I could never do any of that. And he's like, wow, she's good. And I mean, it was really great. I wanted to share that with Jennifer and the group because he has been on GNC covers. He worked for
like The Rock, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like Dorian Yates, kind of like those iconic.
All his friends. He has Lou Ferrigno on his Facebook, and I'm like, babe, he's saying when he comes to Clearwater, you and Lou Ferrigno are going to go fishing. Like, I didn't know you knew him. Like,
what? I love that. He's a legend, a bodybuilding legend. So please tell Eddie, and it's funny, my husband's name is Eddie too. Please tell Eddie we're all praying for him. Thank you for him supporting you. And you guys
we're not married though. I just want to say he's my boyfriend. I love him to death.
Soulmates. I say soulmates. Yes.
He's great.
Yes.
But and that hard, dealing with all that, and just, I'll cap it off. He never once felt sorry for himself. And I saw him inspire me like you do, where even at the Strong Camp, Dacia reached out to him and wanted him to talk, but he wasn't ready. And so when he's ready, I've done like free face painting. I volunteer. It's something crazy I do. I know. I was volunteering face painting.
You said face painting?
Yeah, I do face painting events for free.
Do you do body painting? Okay.
I would.
Going back to my old roots. No, I'm joking.
So he came to this fitness camp for kids that I was face painting at, and he whizzes through to carry this big board of all these pictures that I was going to paint on the kids. And my friend who has hair loss, it was an alopecia event, she goes, Eddie, will you please speak at this event? And he goes, no, I'm only here for the face painting lady. He was dropping off a board that I could share with the kids and face paint the kids.
He's a hero.
He's not ready to talk about it yet.
Yeah.
He's still very, but his strength, I see what he does on a daily, like he just pushes through. And then that's when I lost myself and gained so much weight in the last 18 months. And I met you at Strong Camp, which put a fire under me. But then I got back to work and I started doing this Invisablend. I let myself go again. And that's it. I'm done. And here we are. But
thank God.
I can't use him as an excuse to let myself go.
No, and you have to stay strong for him and vice versa. You guys are soulmates, and that's the beauty of it. And to wrap up that point, I wanted to say thank him for saying, wow, he liked my workouts, because I'm like feeling pretty good right now, because of him coming from the bodybuilding world and saying, wow, she's lifting heavy, because you can get a great workout at home. And I'm just so grateful for him. So tell him thank you. I'm going to let you ask me another question. We'll keep the show going.
So I would like to ask you, as an online coach with close to 20 years of experience in coaching, with the past 6 years of you teaching online, what do you find like are the top qualities of what you have to offer your clients worldwide?
First of all, I think it's a non-judgmental zone. And I feel like when people come into the group, they need to be already looking like a fitness model or already be working out and training. No, come as you are. Come and you're going to feel so accepted and loved, and no one judges you. And that's the beauty of it. We're all about unity. And I feel like you get so much. It's not just working out or food. You get the personal development where we're working on our goals. We do the progress reports. It's always the power coaching every week, religiously, like clockwork. We will get that group coaching in. Also with the motivation. I feel like motivation, the greatest quote is that you need to do it daily for it to stick. And motivation is food for the spirit. Jesus said, man can't live by bread alone. I really see that as saying you have to be inspired every day. You need motivation. You need to have that spiritual food to keep you going.
Yes.
I would also say how authentic the women are, that we share our vulnerable best, where someone will put up a post that we can really connect with. Maybe they're having a bad day and we're there to pick them up. Just there's so many different qualities. Off the top of my head, I would say that it really is the quality of women, the workouts, of course, the food, but also the whole holistic approach, the mind, body, and spirit, where we really do, I always say, your higher power and connect to the light and choose good over bad. So I believe in that's what makes it so important, because women eat because we're emotional women. So I teach the emotional stability, how to create the mental toughness too. I feel like all of it is just a lifestyle. The do it yourself at home beauty treatments to even like that cellulite stick I was showing everybody.
I did that thing. Yeah, my legs are sore.
Yes, the little tricks, the waist trainer, the things that people don't really even talk about, but make a difference. So it's like your complete one-stop online shop for everything you need to look and feel your best, but also make professional and personal advances. Plus marketing. I love to do marketing where we'll do a Facebook Live and people get to know about your business and to know more about you. So I love also the marketing and the advertising aspect of it as well. I love to do the giveaways with all of our sponsors. So I just feel like we're just a booming, thriving online community worldwide. And I think those are the couple of the qualities that
I like your conference. I was perusing the videos and I just saw, I was like, wow, I want to be in that group of ladies.
Yes.
I mean, it's your empowerment is definitely by far just is what definitely we all have those days. So that's what
Thank you, my love. Thank you. And
thankful.
Thank you for mentioning that. And by the way, we will, from my mouth to God's ears, we will do another VIP World Conference in Miami when all of this settles at the right time.
Wonderful.
And we would love to have you. And then we'll bring it up to Tampa, then we'll bring it over to Las Vegas. Woo! We'll bring it around the world.
Oh, Vegas. That'd be great.
All right, I'm going to ask you another question. What do you love the most? I mean, everyone is different, but since you've been here for 2 weeks, I would love to know what you find the most important for you, which has really impacted your spirit, your mind, your body in the VIP program. And then also, what are your plans in the future to use the program to create more goals and more success breakthroughs?
That's a great question. And I'm going to be completely honest. The main thing that has benefited me just in these last couple weeks is my habit at home changed.
Good.
I've never shredded ginger or turmeric in water with cayenne pepper in my life. And every day I've been doing it. And when Eddie came over the other night for dinner, he goes, "Hey babe, will you shred me up some of that stuff in my tea?"
What?
And I'm telling you, and the food and drinking more water. And when you're the little blurbs on my messenger. I feel like you really care about me and what I'm doing. And I'm also feel like I need to be accountable.
Yes.
And so I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. And then after I do it, I'm like, I feel so much better. So just in 2 weeks, drinking the water with the ginger, the turmeric, the cayenne pepper, I'm almost up to a gallon a day.
Good.
My jeans are fitting differently. No, I probably haven't lost any weight.
Right.
When I slid on a pair of jeans that were a little too tight, I still have like a nice little half an inch drubbling over there, but
Right.
but they definitely, my stomach has gone down in 2 weeks. And but the live workouts, you're so funny. It is hard. And yesterday's ab was like, oh my God, another one. But it's you know, I'm buying weights but the food and the habit form, getting up and forming my habit. And I like when you did the talk on March 18th, the notes that I resonated was with my son. And I've asked you a lot of things like how to, and you've helped me get him motivated, keep him out of his room on his video games. Like, and I'm taking away not just personal goals, but it's trickling into my family. So the goals you're setting online for me, I'm literally taking them and using it in my family, which to me is so powerful. And the workouts, I feel like, is the cherry on the top of all of everything that, because me with a vitamin store background, you can take the vitamins and you can eat the food, but you've got to have the workouts, or you can do the workouts, but don't eat the vitamins and take the food. So it's a trifecta. But then what I'm enjoying so much is your online coaching, and you're literally coaching, like you're, and the spirit is, so I needed all of that encompassed. So not only do you have the 3, but you have that great 4th component that drives me, because I have capabilities to go to the gym. I had 3 gym memberships and never went. Then your motivation and your coaching is what I think I need. I know I need it, but I take away pushing it into my family and these habits, the habits, the good forming habits, and being proud. And I love that you have a group of women that nobody cares what you look like. No one cares how skinny you are, if you have abs and that's what I liked about the Strong Camp. I was 170 pounds going in there, and I met Eddie at 120. I'm now about 160, which I don't care, because it's not about that. It's how I feel inside my soul. And your food and your motivation is really, I mean, in the last 2 weeks, that has resonated with me in my heartstrings. More than anything. I think it's what I needed so much, to hear you and put that into place and do it. And be happy though, and not come down on myself, because I do come down on myself. And in your group, it's like everybody is just really motivating. And I know now, I'm so lucky. If I do feel bad, I can reach out and say, hey, gosh, I'm having a bad day, guys. Oh, just do it. And I know I'll get that support. And that's what I'm taking from this already. Just in 2 weeks, my home habits have changed.
Wow, I love that. I want to recap on so many points, because I was taking notes. So it affected in a positive way your entire house, because I believe the woman is the heartbeat of the home, and then it affects everybody. It has helped your 13-year-old son, thank God, and that you're feeling like you have to be more accountable. You have that accountability coach always checking in on you with a positive energy. And that it's that vibration that goes throughout the home. And I love that Eddie was saying, put me some of that ginger, grate some of that into my tea, and that you're already zipping up your jeans. It's like you did the skinny jean challenge that we did in May. We wrapped up that in February, actually. And the power talk is so important. It's the mindset. We have to get control of the neck up. It's the mind. Your mind is your largest muscle, I always say, Kelly. So you put so many great points out there, and we can all beat ourselves up. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. I should be further along in this and that and the other. That's the devil. And if we stop because of those negative voices, we have given our VIP power over to the cynic, the critic, and the negative Nancy's that don't believe in us. So I always just say, keep fighting, and you have to fight aggressively. A lot of women just roll over and just die like my dead fish on a slab. Where is it? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going to be revived more than ever. Okay.
That fish is funny.
I gave it a kick the other day.
I love your jumper cables.
Yes, I saw that in the garage and I was like, let me use this as a prop. I can't get out to Party
Oh,
City and buy props right now. So let me just use what I have in my house. We got to be resourceful here, right? But it's so important to give that jolt. So thank you for great, great, great questions. Great answers, actually. So
I have
I'm
another
now,
question for
yeah,
you.
I think it's our last one. And then we'll announce the winner. And this has been so much fun. I'd love to answer this last one.
This has been great. So my last question is, JNL, what plans
Yes.
do you have in the future for your VIP group?
Oh, that's a great question. I plan on continue creating a positive online environment that busy women like you, like all of us from every corner of the globe can kind of pop in, get some motivation, get their workouts in, share their posts and hold themselves accountable and go out through their busy day because I created this program for women to really achieve their wellness goals, their fat loss goals, their inch loss goals, gain sleek, sexy muscle tone, gain their confidence on the go because we're all busy. Now we might have more time because of our staycation. So it's really good that we're digging deeper into our wellness program. But when our staycation will be over and we go back to the quote unquote new, better normal, my goals are to continue being there for my VIPs, attracting the right women, continuing creating the beautiful culture of not competing with each other, but completing each other. I come from the fitness industry for close to 20 years. I've done all the fitness competitions. There's a lot of fake, nice in your face, but they're catty behind your back women. You know that. You've been in the
Yes.
industry as well. And I really got sick and tired of that. And I wanted a genuine, authentic group of women that you have front row friends, always cheering you on, always rooting you on, and vice versa, to continue to promote the law of karma in our group, because I believe what you put out comes back to you tenfold.
Oh,
And I've even
totally.
witnessed it with so many miracles and blessings. Even though the world is in this crazy crisis, I feel like I've been personally blessed. Like our households are getting blessed. You just said your son is active. Your soulmate is doing new habits because you started it. So these little miracles will add up to huge success breakthroughs. So continuing with that, continuing with the online coaching, of course, and the master classes, the live demo clinics, and the world conference. Once our staycation is over, I'll be getting back and looking at venues for the retreat.
Wonderful.
Yes, and just to continue what I'm doing. I've been blessed for so many years. A lot of people just shrivel up and die, or I don't even know where they are now that started out when I started out in 2004. A lot of women I don't even know what happened to them. And I'm just grateful to still be here and be prominent and be relevant, and to help women really get out of their self-inflicted kind of misery, because it really is us just inflicting it on ourselves. And that's how I freed myself. And I love helping women free themselves too, through the movement, the powerful movement. So those are my goals. Great, great,
wonderful.
great question.
Great.
Oh my God, this has been so much fun. Anything you want to say before we wrap up and announce our winner?
Oh, yes. I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you're putting out. And I love every second of it. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm so thankful. And now that you're in my life, I won't be able to turn you off. I'll be at work when I do get back there. I'll be like, oh my God, let me check, let me see what they're eating. And so for me, this is a game changer just in so many different aspects. It's something I feel like I'm happy, but it's really motivating me in so many levels. And even when I get back to the salon, I'm going to be loving the fact that we do the weekly checks and the accountability. And then the fact is it's on my phone and you're virtual. I don't have an excuse, because the other excuses were, oh, I'll go to the gym later. But now that I have you in my pocket on my phone that I use every day, I have no excuse now. And so through the day and my crazy long days, I will be accountable. So this is the way for me to go. I should have did it a long time ago. I'm just blessed that I am now.
Wonderful.
And I love this journey, the food. I love all the recipes that everybody gives and I love your food pictures, but
thank you.
Overall, the workouts and just the motivation, everything has just been really wonderful. And I'm so blessed. Thanks for having me today.
I am beyond grateful for those golden nuggets. Now, I just want to say to everyone watching, You have been in the industry for a long time. Your soulmate is a living legend bodybuilder. So he's been around the block a couple times with the heavy hitters of the fitness and bodybuilding in the competition industry. So like you said, I'm real grateful that you recognize is real. Like you're hip to the game. You're not dumb to who's who in the industry. So it really means a lot that I get your endorsement and that even your soulmate's endorsement. I'm really, really grateful to God for that. And we applaud you for being such a strong leader, CEO, boss, woman, and mom, and holding down the fort and making the positive decisions to create those healthy habits long term. I have a secret to tell you. When I was training at the gym, I started doing like the at-home workouts, and I started feeling really happy when I was working out at home because I could go to any gym. I don't even have to pay for a gym membership. I can go anywhere and say, oh, free, whatever. And I was, doing here that, but when I was working out at home, there was a different energy. I could get wild, I could be loud, I could laugh, and I wasn't absorbing other people's energy in the gym, because when you work out, you're opening up your spirit and your energy channels to so much energy you don't even know that's there. People looking on you, people judging you. And then the whole of driving home sweaty and wet. I love to get all those toxins off. People don't tell you that. Your skin is just absorbing the toxins. That's why people might have headaches after they work out. Long story short, I started really falling in love with training at home. And I feel that when you put that positive energy in your home, it does vibrate then into the kitchen and then into your spa at home. And it is so great. And you being in the beauty industry, it's all about self-love and self-respect, So we thank you. And I think it's about time that we announce the winner. And I'm looking at all of these beautiful comments. I want to thank each and every one of you that tuned in, and I'll be putting this again link on YouTube, and I would love for you guys to share it out. Can we all give a round of applause for Kelly Kubiak, who is amazing? Woo! Big round of applause. And I feel like there's been so many great comments here. It's so hard, but I feel like in my heart, a really great VIP sister to win the $100 goodie box will be, let me see, Lula here with the cha-cha-cha. We have Lula, who is going to be the lucky winner. Woo! And she's also in the beauty industry. She is the CEO of Greek Goddess Lashes. So maybe you guys can do some kind of cool giveaway or partnership. And she lives here in Miami. Nice. She has her sister there, Rita, in Tampa. So Lula, yes, Lula. Well, maybe we can even do a swap. She can hook you up with some lashes to.
Oh, I love lashes.
Because let me ask you this, the women that lose their hair, do they also lose their lashes sometimes?
It depends on the type of sickness or illness that they have. Some, depending on even post-cancer, I don't do extensions on anybody until after a year after cancer, but some will lose brows and lashes.
Yeah. So that'll be a great giveaway for some of your clients then. So I'm going to make sure I get you guys connected.
Yes, for sure.
Yay. All right, guys. Well, in closing, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the positive comments. Without your comments, our algorithm would be like that dead fish on a slab. So when you go back, Kelly, go check out all the fabulous comments on YouTube.
I will.
And we love you, ladies. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, Kelly, for your time. And if anyone would like to be a guest on my JNL show or whatever you want to call it, let me know. And I'd love to have you as a guest. And God bless you guys. Smile and be well. VIP power on. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.